usually get a very good huge amount of the internal scholarship, which may able to cover their all the expenses including living expense. Okay, basically this is something may happen in the UG program as well. Okay, but whenever any of the scholarship that you will be awarded in from the university side, they are going to mention over the offer letter. You need to understand ki what kind of award, what kind of scholarship that you got into. Okay, so this is one of the international scholarship. Now coming back to some criteria. Okay, these points that I briefly mentioned over the previous slides as well. So like academic merit, very important. Okay, we all know if the student will have a exceptional profile, very good GPA. Okay, so this is something like it is always mentioned a good role, good weightage to have a good scholarship. Okay, then after the financial need. Okay, financial need is something like the you will need to report your income proof to the university. Some university used to give it this kind of need based scholarship, merit based scholarship. Okay, also the sport specific scholarship, this is also there. Okay, so you need to look into the university specific those criteria and apply there. Whatever the university has mentioned ki we will require these documents, make sure you properly apply with that with the proper proof of documents. Okay, so that they can look into it and they can evaluate and they can give you the awards. Okay, if you are fitting that requirements for the same. Another part which is a leadership quality. Okay, leadership quality, you have not pursued master but you have the very good experience, very good team handling experience, very good self employed, that is a business experience as well. If you have already created your startup and everything, so there you just share it with the university with that whatever the good qualities that you have. Okay, they are also taking into the consideration these things when they are going to evaluate the internal scholarships. Okay, second is a community services. This is also some students have an query. Okay, like whether should I put it, whether it has an impact or not. But all of this is going to helpful to you whenever you are going to put down this thing in terms of the um, you know for the scholarship purpose. Even this particular university is providing this scholarship to the to the students. Okay, so make sure you properly give it to the university. Don't think whether it will have an impact on it, but whatever the good things that you have in your profile, make sure you add it. That's why it is important to look into further. That's why it is important whatever the good points that you have in your profile, make sure you include it so that they can look into the holistically. Okay, they can see the diversity in your profile, what else the student has done apart from the academic, because academic is something that is important and this is something like any of the student has to complete to get the degree. Okay, but if they are looking into exceptionally, so this is something they are looking for, your interest. Okay, your diversity. Okay, some of the students may have their college exchange, university exchange program also. Some of the students have that exposure also. So everything is something that this is going to help you to get into a good chance into the good scholarship. All right, now how to apply. Okay, as in for the internal scholarship, you may have a question. Okay, I got the point, what are the funding plan, how what they are looking into, but how to apply, that is also one of my question. You might have a question, this is also one of the question, right? Okay, so this is something that you need to research well, which category of the scholarship that I am fitting about, because university used to mention very clearly in the scholarship requirement ki this is something, if you have this thing then you apply for this category. Okay, so this is, so that means ki you have to do a proper research on that. Okay, don't blindly apply for all the universities. Some of the scholarship, some of the scholarship you may not eligible, this may not be a eligible for the Indian students, this may happen. So proper research is the main key factor to apply for the good internal scholarship. Check eligibility. Okay, what are the eligibility points the university has mentioned over there. Okay, whether they are asking for the test score, submit it. As I mentioned in the one of the example, that we all know ki somewhere it is mentioned ki GRE is optional. Okay, SAT is optional, it is not required, but they do have mentioned this. This is something that if we are going to provide you, we can check your profile for the funding point of view as well. So that is also important. Check properly. If you have the good score, give it to them. Okay, stellar application, very important. Okay, means whatever the good points that you have in your profile, don't forget to put it down in your resume. Draft it properly. Okay, and then you apply for the applications. Apply early, very very important. Now for the fall, we have majority of the students who are targeting the fall 2025 intake for all of the country, except for the few European countries, your applications are open. Okay, it is always beneficial that apply early. Okay, so there can be the first come first served basis. This kind of scholarship may be available, some will have a priority deadline. Okay, make sure you work your documents properly, submit your documents properly before the deadline. Make sure your test score also reach it out over there. Okay, and complete your checklist whatever the university has mentioned, and before the deadline try to complete it with the good quality of the documents. That is also very very important. Your LORs, your SOP, your resume, your essays. Okay, that is also very important. Whatever the university has asked for the application, make sure you provide it to them. Okay, and don't wait for the last moment. Okay, this because last moment if you are going to submit, you may get a chance to may not able to submit the application due to the rush at last moment. Okay, so this happens. Okay, so always it is beneficial that you submit your applications early and try to complete your checklist as early as possible before the deadline. Okay, other point, which is a scholarship essays. Whenever you are going to submit the applications, okay, somewhere in the application form, if they have mentioned if you're looking for the scholarship, this is a need based scholarship, this is the external scholarship that we are looking at this, so you need to submit this particular application. In that application they may ask you ki some of the prompt of the uni specifics for the scholarship ss is given to you. Make sure you give a proper responses. I will come back to this point as well ki what scholarship ss tips that you can use it while drafting your scholarship essays. Okay, so that is also important. So make sure you give a proper quality of your documents. Academic is something that you already done, but what is in your hand, that is a task score, good quality of the documents, good letter of recommendation, the person who is going to recommend you, what are the good points that they are going to mention in your letter of recommendation, how good you are able to convince to the admission team by writing the good SOP, statement of purpose, your personal statement. Okay, that is also important. Each and everything they are going to evaluate when you are targeting the top school with the scholarship. All right. Okay. Now, I would like to brief some points about here for the scholarship essays as well, how to strengthen it for your profile. Okay, so these are the few pointers that I have mentioned over here. Hope this will be helpful to you. This is something like a strengthen of your profile in terms of the diverse experience that you bring it. Okay, so scholarship, we all know exceptional things. If you have, then you will get benefits. So you need to highlight those things in your scholarship essays, why you are a perfect and why you are eligible candidate to get this particular scholarship. You need to present yourself in that way. They also wanted to check, okay, if you will be joining the university, whether you will be a valuable contributor, okay, in their coming class. Okay, what benefit and what reward back that you are going to provide it to the university. Okay, why they are, so if they are providing you the scholarship, so this is something very very new and unique point that I would like to tell you over here. Okay, how will you be able to be a valuable contributor to the university. University itself is going to graduate you with the good quality of the education, with good quality of the resources, faculties and everything. But here is something that is a very very good point, that if you can able to mention in your scholarship essays. Okay, your long term goals, your vision. Okay, this is something like you can put it down. And while once you will going to graduate, okay, you may have build up the university's alumni network as well. By giving in that way, you can be helpful to the university itself. Okay, right. Other last point, which is something like whenever you are going to prepare your scholarship essays, some university used to mention the prompt also, ki what they are looking into it. Make sure whatever that they have mentioned, you give your points in that way. So that is also important whenever you are preparing your scholarship essay. So in that way you can crack the good amount of the scholarship. Okay, if the university is providing the scholarship. Okay, so this way you put up your file, right? So I would like to give you a few of the example for the scholarship. One is a Texas A&M University. In the previous slide, I have mentioned about the tuition waiver. Texas A&M University is quite famous for the same, for this tuition fee waiver. Tuition fee waiver, that means ki Texas A&M as well as UT Austin. Okay, so tuition fee waiver means you are as an international student, but they are giving the benefit to consider as a domestic student, like the 50% tuition waiver. Okay, if your GPA will be good over there, there is a chance that your fully tuition fee can be waived. So Texas A&M, Texas universities is one of the famous for the same. One of them is a Texas A&M, then after UT Austin. Yeah. Okay, this also comes under the top 100 universities. Okay, third one is a Boston University. You might have heard about this university. It is famous for the scholarship. Huge amount of scholarship, around 20,000, $25,000 of scholarship this university used to provide. Fourth one, which is a Stevens Institute of Technology. Students are getting the scholarship here around 20,000, 18,000, 20,000. Okay, 22,000, 24,000. This much amount of scholarship this university used to provide it. Okay, and trust me guys, for the average profile, the students that they are looking into, okay, they are also getting admitted with the scholarship as well. Okay, fifth and major, New York University, top universities. Okay, so New York University also provide the very good merit based scholarship by getting evaluate the student profile. Okay, with the factors that I have mentioned over there, with this scholarship. So very good top universities with the famous names I have mentioned. Okay, so you guys have an idea about it. Lastly, I would like to show you few of the Yocket numbers. Okay, that we have. This is the Yocket science, like I would say, numbers. Okay, you can see the 20,000 plus admits that we have. Okay, we have the total scholarship which our premium students secured with the help of the premium counseling, with the qualified counselor as well, the editors, as with the help of them editors. Okay, they have secured $30 million scholarship as of now. Okay, we have the 2000 plus Google reviews, which is 4.6 out of 5 5-star reviews. Then after trust pilot reviews, okay, our premium student has put it the reviews over there and you can read it out over there. And the 1500 plus over the trust pilot, which is 4.6 out of 5. Okay, 1000 plus admits in the top 50 university in the QS ranking. Okay, so which is a very good number. Scholarship is like a crazy number that we have, which is a $30 million. Okay, plus the student has received it. Our premium student has received this. And very important point. Okay, the student has always, they are scared about the visa, but you can see that we US your kid student will have the our visa successful ratio, which is a 98%. Okay, so this is something that I would like to highlight. Okay, 98% visa success rate is just a big number in this industry, so that we have achieved it. Now, I would like to see you some of the example of our Yorket premium student who got admitted into top universities. Brown University. There you can see that very famous universities points. Names are mentioned. Few of them are Ivy League University, University of Pennsylvania, Columbia University, Cornell. We have the student who got into the Cornell, Columbia, UPenn, Brown, MIT. MIT is also there. Okay, so the Yorkit premium students are getting the admit not only the tier 1, but they are getting into the ITOP Ivy League universities as well, with the help of the premium counseling services, counselor guidance, and the editor's guidance, right? Okay, we have a admit in the Duke, John Hopkins, University of Cambridge, which is in UK. Then after Dartmouth, okay, and US, which is a very top ranked university in the QS rank wise, and which is in this Singapore, okay, and University of Melbourne, which is in Australia, okay, University of Chicago. If you can see the acceptance, which is very very less, but our students are getting into this universities as well, okay. Now, yes. So I'm going to end up this my presentation, and I will be open for the questions as well. Okay. So yes, if you guys have any of the question, please feel free to ask me. Okay. And I can see few of the question answers already mentioned in the chat as well. So yes, I would like to give it. And you can just a last point I would like to tell you, कि whenever you can scan this QR code to book your consultation for your advisor as well, which is like a very free consultation also, and which will be very easy. Okay, just scan your code and book your slot for your profile consultation, okay, for the Yocket premium services. Now I will take your question answers one by one. Some of them